Hello students, today we'll start chapter 3 of history and the name of this chapter is From Gathering to Growing Food. So student, I hope you remember that in your previous chapter I've told you that early human beings have to gather their food for eating and they used to eat naturally growing things like fruits, vegetables, roots etc. But now this time in this chapter you will know that how from gathering their food, early human beings start growing food. How they've started farming, how they've become farmer, and many other things also are there in this chapter, which you will know further. So now let's get started. The Middle Stone Age or the Mesolithic Age, 10,000 to 8,000 BC. So children, the Mesolithic age is also known as Middle Age because this age comes between Paleolithic and Neolithic age and it lasted from 10,000 to 8,000 BC. And in this stage around 9,000 BC the climate became drier and warmer. Climate changes brought about changes in flora, plant life and fauna life. The greater variety of plants and animals now become available, so both hunting and gathering become easier. The people continued to hunt fish and gather food. So students, in around 9000 BC, a big change have came into that time, which was that the climate of that time become warmer and drier, and by this many changes took place in plant life as well as animals life, and that is why a great variety of plants and animals have become available for early human beings. So that's why hunting and gathering become easier for them. The hunter-gatherers of the Mesolithic age soon learned that new plants grow from seeds and that different plants grow in different seasons. They also found out that some animals were harmless and friendly, so they started taming these animals. Gradually, they also started growing food rather than just gathering it. Thus, they became food producers from food gatherers. It marked the beginning of the Neolithic age. So now, the hunter-gatherers of Mesolithic age have observed that plants grow from seeds, and they also learned that different plants grow in different seasons, and they also found out that not all the animals were harmful, some of them were harmless and even friendly also. So they start taming these animals, means they start keeping these animals along with them. So as they have learned that a plant grow from seed and different type of plant will grow different in different seasons, so that's how they started doing farming by themselves too, and by this they become food producers from food gatherers, and this marked the beginning of the Neolithic age. How man became farmer. When man started looking for new options of getting food, they observed natural processes. Man had been observing several things related to plants, such as places where edible plants were found, how seeds broke off stalk, how these fell on the ground and new plants sprouted from them. So they started protecting the edible plants from birds and animals in order to allow the plants to grow and the seeds to ripen. In this way, people become farmers. So as early human beings have to wander from one place to another in search of food to gather their food. Now, while looking for new options of getting food, they observed few natural processes, and these processes are related to plants. They have found out about the places where they will get plants, how they will get broke off stalks of seeds, and how will they sow that seed into the ground. And they have also learned that after sowing that seed in the ground, a plant sprouted out from the seed. By this they have learned a complete process of farming. And now because of this they start protecting their plants from birds and animals, so that their plants will grow and that seed that they have sowed into the ground will ripen, and in that way the people become farmers. They start doing their farming. Learning to rear animals. It was not crop cultivation alone that helped man to lead a settled life, but there was one more thing that he had learned around the same time: animal rearing. Man realized that certain animals, such as sheep, goat, and cattle, were quite gentle and did not attack humans. Man began to keep them around him and protected them from other wild animals. So, as man had learned farming, but farming is not only thing that helped them to lead a settled life. At the same time, they have learned one more thing, and that is animal rearing. Means domestication of animals, to use animals for their purposes like for getting milk, eggs, wool, etc. Now man has realized that animals like sheep, goat, cattle are friendly and they won't even attack them. So they start keeping these animals along with them so that they could protect these animals from other wild animals. And as he found out that these gentle animals are providing him milk, so by this he is having a good supply of milk as well as meat to serve these things as his food. And these two things, crop cultivation and animal rearing, these two activities, these are the activities by which a man has ensured to live a settled and peaceful life. Now, implication of farming. So, as man had started farming by understanding and observing the relationship between sowing of seeds and the growth of plant, by this he started doing his farming at a larger scale. He start creating food surpluses, means he start growing crops in larger quantity, in larger amount than their needs, so that it could nurture, it could give the benefits to the development of whole civilization. So as they are now having their crops in large quantity, so they also need to have a place for storing it. Due to this, they start making clay pots and they also start digging pits, means they start digging holes into the ground where they used to store their crops as well as their seeds into them. And now they are also having free time to do many other activities also. So along with crop cultivation, they start doing cultivation of cotton and jute, by which they start making clothes. Tools. So as farming had now become an important activity for early people, so they are now having need of better and more effective tools, and for this they have developed some new tools, and these are sickle and reaping knife for harvesting crops, heavy tools for digging and leveling the land, and they also made stone axes to cut down trees. And the wooden plough was also invented during this period. Wooden plough is a round piece of wood on which they can do cutting and chopping of meat. Invention of wheel. So as I told you in your previous chapter that fire is one of the major discovery for early human beings. But after fire, there is another invention which brought a big change in the life of Stone Age people. And this invention is the invention of wheel. And potter wheel used to be an amazing invention for them, because they start making pottery vessels on it, and pottery vessels help them to transport and store their food as well as water. And later on they start using these wheel for weaving clothes also. A new way of life. So as even we also know that growing of a plant into a tree is a quite long process, because if we plant a seed, then it will going to take several days, weeks, months, and maybe sometime years to make that plant grow into a tree. And this observation is observed by early human being also, and that's how they understood that if they have planted seeds, so they were to be looked after by watering, weeding, and they also protect them from wild animals and birds so that their grain will be ripened. And for that reason, early human beings now start living at same place for long time so that they could look after their crops. In early time, as they have to move from one place to another in search of food, but now as they start growing their food, they have started farming, so they have to live at same place for a long time, and by this they have begun to live a settled life. The first communities. So now as agriculture is developed, after that early human beings start settling down in groups, and they also start making houses, and the first human made shelters were huts with thatched roofs. These roofs are made up of dry material like straw, bushes, branches of trees, wood, etc. And beside these huts they also start making pit houses, and they are also known as dugouts, and they have been discovered in Burzaham, which is in Kashmir. And if we listen to our archaeologists, then according to them, these pit houses are the most ancient type of human housing known. Means it is the most oldest type of human housing known on this earth, and it is made in a way that they dug out round pits in the ground and then covered it with bushes using stones, and the shape of this pit house was narrow at the top and wide at the base, and the walls of these pit houses were plastered with muds, and they also made clay ovens inside these pit houses so that they could cook their food in their houses. And these underground houses are mostly used during winters and while hunting. Now burials. So when a person is dead, then he or she will have to be buried down inside their grave along with their animals or articles of personal use. This act is known as burials. And burials of human as well as animals were found in Burzaham. Bones of dogs, cattle, goats, sheep, deer, and many other things, and even skeleton of human beings were also found over there. Now the Chalcolithic age. This age is around 4000 years ago from now. In this age, human beings started using copper. They start making copper tools along with stone tools, and these tools were much stronger than the stone tools, and as they start using these tools, stone and copper both, then this age is known as Chalcolithic age as well as copper stone age. And this stage is a quite short period, but it is yet and very important age of that time, because it is a mark of change from using stones to using metals. And during Neolithic and Chalcolithic age, early human beings scared of natural phenomena. They feel scared from things like lightning, thunderstorms, and forest fire, because they don't have any idea that how these things were happening. So in that wonder, they begin to worship these natural forces like sun, rain, thunder, and fire. And they start calling earth as Mother Earth, because according to them, earth is providing them food. So they start considering it as Mother Earth. And things like cow, bull, trees, plants, and trees like people and tulsi, these were considered as holy. Means they start giving them more respect and worth. Case study: Mehergarh. Mehergarh is in the Kanchi plain of Balochistan, which is right now in Pakistan. It is the most earliest site of Neolithic culture, and this site is found by a French team which is led by Jean-Francois Jarrage, and they excavated this site between 1974 and 1886. Excavated means discovering out something by digging or doing other archaeological activities, and this activity is done by archaeologists. And there are a lot of evidence which related to Neolithic age have been discovered at Mehergarh, and some of them are rectangular mud brick structure with room or compartments. Study have shown that these mud brick structure with rooms or compartments are houses, and some of them have been used to store grains by early humans, and some of these structures also had been covered with white plaster. Hand axes of these time have been discovered, which were used to harvest grain, and bones of some domesticated animals were discovered, like sheep, goat and cattle. It gives us the evidences that early human beings have been domesticated these animals over here. And many burial sites also have been found at Mehergarh. Now case study the Northeast. In the 1960s there was a team, and this team is led by H.D. Sankalia, and this discovered this Neolithic site of Darjeeling Heding. This place is located on the hill of Brahmaputra Valley in Assam, and this place lies close to the route which led us to China and Burma. And the important discoveries that have been found over here are mortar and pestles. These were used by early humans for grinding food items. Axes, most of the axes were made up of shale, and some of them were made up of sandstone and fossil wood. And pots for pottery have been found over here, which was in color like grey and dull red. These are all the evidences of Neolithic sites, Neolithic period, which are found over these sites. Now case study Burzaham. Some of the Neolithic sites have found in Kashmir. There are some Neolithic sites founded in Kashmir, and some of them are Burzaham, Gokfral, Hariparigam, Pampur and Vastal. And Burzaham means place of birth. In Burzaham, pit houses have been excavated. I have just told you about the pit houses, that these are round shaped pits which were dug into the ground. These are discovered over Burzaham. It gives us the evidence that early human beings have lived over here, and many other discoveries have been found here which give us the evidences related to Neolithic ages, like sheep, goat and cattle were domesticated, and the people of Kashmir used tools which are made up of bone and polished stones, and the dead were buried down inside their pit houses along with their animals and other things. And the remain of ash and charcoal was also found, and it gave us the evidence that people cooked their food both inside and outside their pit houses. So all these three sites, Burzaham, Mehergarh and the Northeast, these are the sites which give us the evidences related to the Neolithic age. So I just hope that you will get this chapter, but now you have to read this chapter by yourself also.